Great job of dancing. How about a hand for the world's largest Sea Star Solar Ski? And where's Laura? Where is she right now? Laura makes a lot of the costumes. Where's Laura? Costume maker for Solar Ski.
Well, you may be wondering where my kid is. We had 3 kids, but my kid's in fashion school in LA.
Somebody's got to rebel.
I see it as a perfect transition.
Pretty soon she'll be designing all the clothes they'll be buying.
I don't know about that. Well, in 1980, I graduated, from University of Michigan. My Michigan people over there. Anyhow, I came out I did an interview. I got picked to do an interview at SMO, and I was working in Vermont on top of Mount Mansfield on a long trail, and I had to fly myself out for the interview. I didn't have that much money, so I come out to Jones Gulch. It's like July, and I drive into Jones Gulch. And I go, oh my God! Just seeing the space blew my mind. Being from Michigan, it was so beautiful. And I came down and I met the guy that was interviewing me, old Mac, this old guy that used to be in charge of SMO a long time ago. And then...
Wait, I resemble that.
He was older than you. And so I go down to the cafeteria is down there, and then I see Steve Van Zandt, the one, the only. I didn't know him. I didn't know him, I just heard of him. And I see the guy, and he's like, rushing around, and his hair is all like crazy. And I go, hey, he said, are you Solar Steve Van Zandt? He goes, later, kid, I don't have time right now. That's the first time I met Solar Steve.
I don't know how true some of these stories are.
You don't remember.
So, we are all in these programs because of some events that happen, and it's part of the environmental movement. And when we were young naturalists, we were coming out of things like the Santa Barbara oil spill. We were coming out of a river in Ohio that was on fire. Rachel Carson, years before us, had written a book. So the world was starting to wake up to the environmental. The first Earth Day celebration, something like 20 million people showed up at that. And so then, as we were starting to sing songs and play music, the music was being used in an environmental way through the 80s to stop nuclear power. In fact, Larry and I wrote a song about Gorby and Reagan. It was Gorbachev and Reagan. I won't repeat it now, but it was a good song. So a lot of music. Jackson Browne was big in those days, and they were playing music for no nukes and stopping nuclear war and stopping nuclear power. Of course, we had 3 Mile Island. We had all those things happen. So there's all these hot points that started the environmental movement. There was one thing that really brought it home. And I hope that we can change our baseline back to this one particular thing. And I think we need to now, in the light of what our global challenge is now. And what is that? Climate change. In light of that, we need to bring this back. And I used to use this all the time in my teaching, and I want to see it again. I think we need to. And that is right here in this envelope. Would you like to see what's in this envelope?
Yeah.
I think they know the techniques.
It's a spaceship. We need to bring that back because that shot, that Apollo 8 shot of the Earthrise, I don't know if this was a particular one, but it's similar, was what really spurred the environmental movement and told us that we are a global community, and we are one planet, and we are one people. And I think we need to bring that back. Will you do that for me and start bringing that back into your teaching? I think kids have lost the sight of this. So, yeah. So we're going to do a song which we have never performed publicly. It gave you.
Now, here's the challenge. A lot of, some of these songs that Steve writes, and some of them also, the challenge is how to make them communicate to kids without, scaring kids. So this song is about, this is the new challenge for us. There's been other songs along the way, but this song is about climate change. So how do we sing a song to kids about climate change without scaring them? So that's our goal, because we never want to scare kids. We want to inspire kids. We want to make them like one of us and love the earth and take care of the planet. Doug and I go around playing at schools every week. We play for thousands of kids every week. And every show we say, for thousands of kids, we say we got to take care of our planet. Multiple times. It's like a mantra. Trying to brainwash them, really.
Educate.
And so we say it, but then there's a song like this, like, how do we communicate climate change in a fun way? That's what we try to do. So we have a new song off our last album. It's called Too Hot.
And some of you may have heard this. We did this we tried some of these songs out as Smo skits. So we did do this as an AEOE skit a few years ago. Anybody see it a few years ago? Too Hot?
Yeah. Did you realize you're all the guinea pigs for the band? Steve brings a song to AEOE with the costume first.
Well, another thing about this song that's really cool is first time we're having a music video made about this song. So it's going to be a music video about climate change for kids. With this song, it's going to be really cool, very professional, high-end thing. It got gifted to us.
Rex Foundation, right?
We got a grant from the Rex Foundation, which is the Grateful Dead Foundation, but that was a small part of it. This company is gifting us this video. It just costs thousands and thousands of dollars. So hopefully it'll get out there, and we can make a little impact, whatever we can do.
Add one more thing. It's not only not to scare kids, but actually to empower them into action. Some workable thing that they can do, actionable activity that they can do to move forward in the solution to the issues. So what we have to do is present them with tangible things that they can actually do so they feel empowered to move forward. And we hope that all these vehicles we're using, puppetry, theater, whatever everything you do moves in that direction so that they feel like, I can do this, I'm going to do this.
It does work, because we go to some of these schools that come to outdoor ed. Many of them. We go to many schools and they all remember the songs, and they're really excited to be part of it again, to feel it again. Because they felt something when they went to outdoor ed. Really felt something. And then when we come in there, it just gives them a glimmer. It was like they brighten up out of their school, their bondage comes. All right, let's do it. Too Hot.
All school is not bondage, I just want to say that.
Here we go. Your part is to say too hot. That's all you gotta do. And then put your hands up. Too hot! Way up north in the Arctic there, problems are brewing for the polar bear. Life on the ice is not so great. The polar bears are losing their real estate. Too hot, oh today, too hot, we're melting away. Too hot, what should be cool is not. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. Life is not always okay. Some coral reefs that lost their floral bouquet. That OG friend can't live in the heat, so the coral can't get what it needs to eat. Too hot, no fish in sight. Too hot, when the reef is bleached white. Too hot, what should be cool is not. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. Scooby, Scooby! Now the open ocean drifters rise, and the tide where the sun comes through is where they like to ride. On photosynthesis, all life relies, but quite a plankton can't live if the temperatures rise. Too hot, they get the nutrients they need. Too hot, the food you can't What should be cool is not. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. Love this planet. Now I love the place where water touches the land. I like to see my bare feet in the cool wet sand. And with this vast ocean, it amazes me how much can be affected by 1 degree. Too hot, too hot. Yeah, she's starting to bake. Too hot, too hot. All life is at stake. Too hot, too hot. Don't let this fever last. Spread to reduce it. One more time. Too hot, too hot. Ocean has the flu. Too hot, too hot. There must be something we can do. Too hot, too hot. Don't let this fever last. Let's pledge to reduce this greenhouse gas. Let's pledge to reduce this greenhouse gas. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. The ocean is the reason for the life. One more time. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. Keep it cool. Don't let it get too hot. The ocean is the reason for the life we got. The ocean is the reason for the life we got.